There is a new women's group in Iowa. There's never been a group quite like this. Women Veterans of the Quad Cities, aka WV of the QC.
My name's Sandy Lynn Burnett, and I'm a Marine Corps veteran, and I served from 2001 to 2005, and I achieved the rank of Sergeant E5.
Raised by a single, hardworking dad, she says a dream opened doors to what would soon become reality.
I never ever thought about the military. Went to sleep one night, had a dream that I was in the military. Woke up and went to the recruiter's office the next day, or that very day that I woke up.
She joined the Marines in peacetime to become a computer analyst. The world would soon be at war.
In civilian terms, I became a war planner.
Among the first on the ground in hot zones like Haiti in 2004, then on to Iraq in 2005.
My name is Teresa Nelson, and my military active duty title was machinist mate.
And what did you learn? What did you do in the Navy?
I was a machinist mate. I worked in the valve repair shop, and they transferred me eventually to the nuclear support facility, where I got a clearance and worked with radiation controls. I was a non-nuke machinist mate. There's nuclear machinist mates and non-nuke machinist mates. I was a non-nuke machinist mate, and so I worked with setting up radiological controls there on the ship.
2 tours in the Persian Gulf War, including working combat support with the elite Navy SEALs.
And their missions were very hyper-focused, very fast, very important. And they had to have that structure behind them to be able to do that.
To get sent off quickly, yes.
Yeah, and when they pulled the trigger on a weapon, it needed to work, and part of your job was to make sure it worked.
And if it didn't, we had to replace it and then take it apart, put it back together. And
my name is Terry Randolph, and I served in the U.S. Army.
What got you into the Army?
I just wanted to get away from home. I'm originally from Pennsylvania and saw an opportunity to go to a different place, so I thought Uncle Sam was the place to go. And then I joined with my sister, so we went on the buddy plan.
Really?
That was pretty neat, yeah.
So did you get to stay together?
We did. We stayed together from basic training all the way up to AIT, and then we got separated after that. Wow. So it was good having my sister.
Oh, I bet that kind of got you in the little comfort zone to begin with.
It sure did, definitely.
Your career. What did you do in the Army?
I did chapters, those that couldn't adapt to military life. So I did chapters and I did personnel records in the Army.
Terry discovered skills she had that deeply impacted others' lives, and ultimately her own.
That I did something for my country, and that's why people today have freedom, because I served. So I'm very glad and thankful that I was able to do that.
My name is Sherry Henningsen, and I was a military police officer with the 339th MP Company.
Sherry headed to Guantanamo Bay, Cuba to guard and care for Taliban detainees after the attack on America.
Right across that chain link fence were some of the worst terrorists in the world.
Yeah.
What was that feeling like for you?
The challenges with not only the unknown of who those individuals were, because my unit and we were the ones who were in processing all of those detainees from the Marine Corps that was bringing them by the busload. And so there was a little bit of cultural differences, being female specifically. There was a lot of challenges with that in reference to, food or communicating, getting feces kind of tossed our way because we were females.
Each of these women have faced unique challenges, but make no mistake, each is proud of overcoming them and finding strengths they never knew they had. And as veterans, they are now finding a new way to talk about those life experiences.
Sherry Bear DeVries, and I am the co-chair of the Quad Cities Community Veterans Engagement Board.
And tell me about this group and why this group in particular is important to you.
This group is really important because we learned through another event that we had where we invited veterans, all veterans, to come and share with us what their needs are and what's important to them. And we had women there who said, people don't recognize us as veterans. We don't have our own group. We don't have, a special day. And people always say, oh, did your husband serve? And they'll see the license plate that says veteran on it, and they say, no, that's me. So I had two women who approached me, Val Baker and Kathy Miller, who attended that event, and they said, we'd like to start a group. And I said, I think that's a wonderful idea.
So now, twice a month on Wednesdays at various locations like this one, they come together to connect, to share, to serve each other.
With groups like this, it is helpful because as women, you know, we are very talkative and we enjoy each other's company. So I think it's a great thing to have women veterans, wherever you're at, that you're able to have that communication with each other.
These women, it's just incredible when we're sitting at a table, and we even remarked at it a month ago, just the table of us sitting together. We said there's no way any of us would have been sitting at a table together had we not had this in common of being a veteran. But it's like the second you discover you have that in common, you are an automatic sisterhood, and you know, all of these walls come down, and you have this automatic friendship and kinship, so it's really cool.
They're amazing people. This has been an extraordinary experience from the beginning. I didn't know, 2.5 years ago, I didn't even know that these kind of things existed. And I just happened to see something on Facebook, and now I'm in a group of women that I can relate to on multiple levels, and I'm sure they have wonderful stories to tell, all of them. And looking forward to meetings and gatherings and planning and events. I'm very excited about it.
I hope that they make lasting friendships and connect with each other in a positive and real way.
Thanks to our sponsors, Peterson Plumbing and Heating, QCA Pools and Spas, and Morrison Community Hospital.